We are live. Good morning, Crypto Warriors, and welcome back to the Gym of the Crypto, episode 1147. I'm King, here to bridge the gap between community and crypto every day, Monday through Friday at 10ish. And today's top stories: 9 U.S. senators publicly back Elizabeth Warren's crypto bill. U.S. lawmakers advance legislation blocking the digital dollar. NFL and YouTube stars reach settlement in FTX class action lawsuits being reported. And Mark Cuban loses $870,000 in hot wallet attack. Not a lot of news, but the regulatory measures continue. So with that being said, welcome back to the show. And of course, one of the first things we're going to be discussing today and talking about are these crypto prices. So let's go ahead and take a quick peek. Let me actually reset this. I had set it up a few seconds ago. Bitcoin's coming in hot at $27,259, up 2.7%. Ethereum is at $1,658, up 1.82%. Number 5, XRP at 50 cents, up 0.96%. 8, Dogecoin at 6 cents, up 0.42%. Number 9, we got a new one, Ton Coin at $2.50, up 6.44%. And number 10, Solana at $19.79, up 4.14%. Trending tokens are Hi-Fi Finance down 22.6%, RSS3 down 5.49%, and Bitcoin and the Fear and Greed Index has actually increased some more, up to 38. Bitcoin dominance at 49.3 and Ethereum dominance at 18.5. Those are your prices on the day. Woo! Goodness gracious. So, of course, I'm sure you all saw Bitcoin had that nice little pump to 27.5, some change over the weekend last night for the most part. A lot of people are excited about that. That's pretty cool to see. Let's see if we can actually maintain that. As I said, I don't think we can keep taking these licks going down. So hopefully we can maintain this 27 ballpark area. Again, we're still going sideways for the most part from 25 to 30 anyway. So, I mean, it's all chopped to begin with. All right, really quick, some shout outs before we get started. Let me go ahead and turn this chat on. I love seeing the chat here. See everybody coming back. Welcome back to the show. Quick shout outs: Patrick Walter, Laura Smith, Chris Minka, Original Man, Jake Fever, Chloe Dior, KW1 for sure, Yemi Yo. What's going on? What up, though, everybody? Welcome back to the show. As per usual, super slow news cycle. It looks like this has been the year of regulation. I haven't seen regulation this bad, honestly, since 2018, right after the ICO debacle. So, I mean, I'm assuming this is because of the highs we saw in 2021, 2022, that this ongoing regulatory market is continuing. But this is good news because as long as we keep going sideways, and even some of these smaller dips, that means it's only strengthening up the bull cycle when it begins. So, top story of the day: 9 U.S. senators publicly back Elizabeth Warren's crypto bill. Senator Elizabeth Warren announces the expansion of her coalition to crack down on crypto's use in money laundering, drug trafficking, and sanctions evasion. I mean, listen, if crypto's only being used for money laundering, drug trafficking, and sanctions evasion, then we might as well shut down the whole project, Elizabeth Warren. We might as well just say it's all illegal. But no, she wants the money just like the rest of them. 9 U.S. senators have added their support to Senator Elizabeth Warren's Digital Asset Anti-Money Laundering Act, according to a statement from Warren's office, which could only mean all these quiet weeks where there's not much news. She's in the background pestering senator after senator to sign her crypto bill and trying to tell them how much money is going to bring back to the American people. How? By overtly taxing the American people trying to do new things in new markets. The press release on Warren's official Senate webpage names Democratic Party Senators Gary Peters, Dick Durbin, Tina Smith, Jeanne Shaheen, Bob Casey, Richard Blumenthal, Michael Bennett, and Catherine Cortez Masto, along with independent Senator Angus King, as those who joined the bipartisan coalition supporting the bill. Was it really bipartisan? But I don't know. Peters is the chair of the Senate Homeland Security and Governmental Affairs Committee, while Durbin is the chair of the Senate Judiciary Committee. So again, she's aligned herself next to her powerful allies in the Senate in order to try to get this passed. Warren herself welcomed the new bill, supporters stating, quote, "Our expanding coalition shows that Congress is ready to take action. Our bipartisan bill is the toughest proposal on the table, cracking down on crypto's illicit use and giving regulators more tools in their toolbox." Listen, basically, this bill is being signed by any type of regulatory agency they can convince to sign it. I'm not about to name all these different ones. I mean, who in the hell even knows who half of them are. But the bottom line is she is getting support for this bill. Now, in this current version, the document intends to crack down on non-custodial digital wallets. Non-custodial digital wallets are any wallet that isn't centralized. So essentially, any of these wallets that you and I have on our phones or our iCoin wallets and ledgers and what's the other one? I'm forgetting the other popular one, but any of these wallets that aren't owned by Coinbase, Binance, and any of these other people that the government can say this is a centralized or this is a custodial wallet, they will consider illegal. So they're essentially trying to make every wallet out there illegal that they can't control. That's absolutely ridiculous. And it's the antithesis of why Bitcoin was made. Again, that first sentence is a purely peer-to-peer digital currency. So she's literally trying to make Bitcoin and things like that illegal, or at least trying to move it illegal. She also believes there is a $50 billion crypto tax gap with the IRS and U.S. Treasury, risking missing out on roughly $1.5 billion in tax revenue for the 2024 financial year. The tax policy update is delayed. So, of course, there's that money thing. There is another reason why gang wants to get their taste. She also says with these non-custodial digital wallets, it will extend the Bank Secrecy Act responsibilities, establish an anti-money laundering, combating the financing of terrorists, terrorism compliance examination, and other legal measures to fight the illicit use of digital money that once again has been proven and reproven time and time again. It simply doesn't exist in this space. Criminals are not using it. I'm not going to go on that rant and tangent. Bottom line is she's doing what the SEC, Gary Gensler, chairman, is doing to me as well, overstepping, overreaching her boundaries. Not necessarily as far as inducing law, but trying to make the legislation for it. She's wasting taxpayer dollars. It's a waste of time. So I hope the rest of the senators come to their senses and see this is just another money grab by another government parasite, that being Elizabeth Warren, and decide to vote against this crypto regulation bill. I mean, could you imagine if literally the wallets on your phone and at home were considered non-custodial and by that illegal? All because you don't have your wallet through a private company like Coinbase, which is a private person who will own your keys at the end of the day. Literally, Brian Armstrong has already put out guidance that, hey, if Coinbase owes money, if Coinbase goes broke and they got your crypto on their platform, it's theirs. They're keeping it. They're going to redeem it to make themselves whole again. They have put out guidance for that. So I'm not sure why in this, well, actually, I am sure. I know the hustle, but again, for the people's protection, I'm not sure why people are buying the whole she's protecting you when literally they're saying, hey, these wallets you have are considered non-custodial because the likes of Coinbase can't co-sign for it. But at the same time, the likes of Coinbase have said, hey, if any of your wallet or crypto is on our platform, we get into some trouble, that's our crypto now. It just absolutely makes no sense outside of the money grab for what it is. So shout out to gang for being gang. Never cease to disappoint, even on a Monday morning. What else do we have going on? What's going on? I see everybody in the comments starting to flood the comments. Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. One of my pages is frozen. I'm not sure why. Let's see. All right. U.S. lawmakers advance legislation blocking the digital dollar. That's right. These regulators are going crazy today. Somebody said, I just saw this comment pop up. Who was it? Aboriginal man. Wasn't the U.S. dollar used to buy and sell drugs? Just asking for a friend. That's what I'm saying. They're acting like you can't buy and sell drugs with a dollar. PRC Wells, hey, make sure you check out Weekend Crypto. Also, make sure you check out Stack this morning for all your crypto updates over the weekend and Bitcoin updates. PFC Wells said, which then gets into KYCing for an app. These apps will be telling on folks soon enough, and Apple will probably take the lead to report the wallets you have on your phone. I mean, it's going to be a slippery slope. And again, they don't even hope to control all of it. If they get some people just saying, hey, they said crypto wallets were illegal, we can't use it. If they get a percentage of people doing it, they've done their job, essentially, as far as making themselves some money. But yeah, let's get into this next story. U.S. lawmakers advance legislation blocking the digital dollar. On September 20th, the House Financial Services Committee will mark up 2 bills blocking a potential digital dollar in the U.S. The U.S. House Financial Services Committee is moving forward with legislation aimed at preventing the issuance of a central bank digital currency. See, and this is where it's like they're not all on the same page, but they're trying to give us guidance and laws and rules. Like, again, you have Elizabeth Warren with senators saying, hey, non-custodial wallets should be illegal. But then you have the House Financial Services Committee saying, hey, as long as we don't have a central bank digital currency, it's like, one side is trying to centralize this as much as possible. The other side is actually trying to decentralize this a bit. It's crazy what's going on right now. The houses, the Congress, the Senate, everything split. Legislation is split when it comes to their thoughts on crypto. According to an announcement from Chairman, I mean, it really has to do with freedom and people being parasites and trying to steal from their own taxpaying citizens, but whatever. According to an announcement from Chairman Patrick McHenry, the committee will mark up 2 bills about a potential digital dollar on September 20th, so coming in a couple of days. Markups are sessions in which lawmakers discuss the details of a bill. It is a crucial step before legislation moves to House floor. One of the bills is the Digital Dollar Pilot Prevention Act, or HR 3712, which prohibits the Federal Reserve from initiating pilot programs to test CBDCs without approval from Congress. The legislation was introduced by Representative Alex Mooney in May. I will say I think it's a little bit too late for this because, I mean, by all accounts, the Federal Reserve is already testing and piloting CBDCs. So I guess will be more of a retroactive, like, hey, stop your programming until we figure it out. Because, again, by all accounts, they're already kind of been testing and playing with this. The Fed recently denied any decision on whether to issue a CBDC, claiming it will only proceed with the issuance of a CBDC with an authorizing law. Yes, that sounds good to say, but if you know anything about the Federal Reserve and how they started, I mean, they are the authorizing law. The billionaires behind the Federal Reserve essentially put these politicians and regulators in their positions, and they make sure they vote toward the way they want. So they could say, hey, we'll only do this if the law authorizes, but it's also like, bro, you are the law. Like, knock it off. You're the Federal Reserve. Like, has anybody from the Federal Reserve ever went to prison? Has anybody committed any crime in the Federal Reserve? Like, knock it off. However, the Federal Reserve of San Francisco has sought to fill technical positions for a CBDC project over the past few months, indicating that the digital dollar remains on the table. That's my point. It's like you're literally hiring while the Congress is saying, well, as long as we're not allowed to do this without our approval. It's like, okay, are we playing this game with Congress right now, or are they serious and they're just trying to retroactively go at them? I don't know. But by and large, it's already happening. So again, you can see this financial services GOP tweet going out. That is what they're saying. That's what they're trying to get past. It hasn't happened yet, but we shall see if it does happen. It looks like here is being said a Federal Reserve bank shall not offer a central bank digital currency or any digital asset that is substantially similar under any name or label indirectly to an individual through a financial institution or other intermediary. Reads the bill. That's what they say. That's what they want. We'll actually see how this happens. But regardless, one thing is for sure, folks, it is now the middle of September, almost October, end of 2023, and we're still doing regulation on crypto this year. So nothing has been done, but a lot of more obfuscation, confusion. But we have no real answers yet. We're still in that gray line when it comes to regulations on crypto. I mean, it remains to be seen what's going to happen next. Oh, Reggie Middleton in the building. What's going on, Reggie? Said USD is a CBDC that runs over Fed now. There you go. That's what I'm saying. We already essentially have it. They're just kind of playing this narrative game and word game. Yes, Jeff. Jeff, you announced it. I was going to say it when I saw the date at the end of the show, but let's talk about it now. Jeff said, hope y'all eat up your fake cheeseburgers the next 3 days for a penny a burger. LMAO. Listen, I don't know about is it penny? I don't know exactly the deal. We're about to bring it up here. Wendy's burger deal. But yes, you are right, Jeff. Jeff Nugent, pardon me, said it first. He is right. There is a Wendy's burger deal for sure. I think McDonald's is doing one as well. I know about the Wendy's deal. Here we go. Wendy's selling junior bacon cheeseburger for 1 cent. That is right. I'm going today to go celebrate. I'm going after the show to go celebrate and support. Listen, there will be no Wendy's slander on this show, okay? Couple things. From one, the Wendy's social media team has kept us laughing for years as they aggressively went after other competitors in the fast food industry and others who just like to talk smack on them on X. All right, so shout out to Wendy's social media team. And secondly, when I was a little broke boy in college and beyond after that, those years, every time I needed a meal, every time I needed someone something to lean on. That Wendy's Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 2 of them with light mayo, a nugget, and a side of fry has always been there for $5 to $6. We won't slander Wendy's here, all right? They're here for the people. If anything, they're more American than Pocahontas Elizabeth Warren, as far as I'm concerned, all right? They're more American than Gary Gensler and Mr. Burns, all right? They're more American. Well, he's not American, but they like America more than the BIS chief. Can't remember his name, but as we coined him, Jigglypuff here. By and large, there will be no Wendy's slander, all right? Tell Wendy's to use this as their new social media ad. All right, it's good. Hey, if Wendy's wasn't here, I wouldn't be here today. All right, shout out to Wendy's. You're good in the hood, keeping us alive another year. And they got salads and chilies and hey, ain't gonna be yeah. We about to go support. You know what? I got a quarter. I got a pocket full of burgers. It's going down like White Castle today at Wendy's. All right, it's happening. Wendy's is in the house. This is what I'm talking about. They're for the people. All right. Other than that, let's get back to some cryptocurrency. Hilarious. You are not liking this Black Bitcoin Key. Is not liking this at all. He said no. PSC Will said I'd rather eat their nuggets, but I get you. Stop messing with Subway because they push lab me. Oh, not Subway. Listen, all right, we don't got time for this today. We're gonna have a fast food podcast. There's gonna be some real beefs. I thought we all were. Listen, people. I thought we all were family. I'm not sure what's happening today. 4 for 4 is for the people. Staying with Wendy's. There we go. Jake know what's up. Oh man. All right. Let's get back to the show. Last couple of stories I got to run today. NFL's in the news. You know the NFL don't play. Protect the shield at all costs. They do not like scandal. NFL and YouTube stars reach settlement and FTX class action lawsuits being reported. I will say off the top, like what's messed up about this is that now that they settled, it's going to lead to like an impetus, maybe some even judgments to where it's like, hey, everyone should give their money back or settle with FTX. When the reality is like, look, if FTX had been doing the right thing and everything was on the up and up, and their business is still doing well, they would not be asking for the money back. So just because they like, could you imagine if someone goes to go buy a car from the car dealer and then goes to go rob a bank in it and gets caught and they like, well, I bought the car from you, so you can have the car back and I'll take the money. It's like, no, just because you use it for crime don't have nothing to do with us. That's what you did. But looks like NFL player Trevor Lawrence and YouTubers Kevin Perfrath and Tom Nash have reportedly opted to settle with investors who alleged their FTX promotions misled them. Okay, they're selling with their well, again, this might be smart business for them at the end of the day. They have, especially Trevor Lawrence, these big contracts he has at stake. It looked like they settled a lawsuit over alleged inadequate compensation disclosure in their promotions for the now defunct cryptocurrency exchange FTX. But once again, I have to ask the people who followed these people, you really thought NFL quarterback Trevor Lawrence had enough time to stop studying a playbook and to start studying crypto overnight, and he came up with FTX on his own, and you all were like, Trevor's right. Like, he shouldn't have to pay anything back to me personally. But according to a September 16 Bloomberg report, the 3 high-profile individuals have entered proposed agreements. However, the settlement terms were not disclosed. Let's see. Lawrence, Perfrath, and Nash are reportedly the first to have reached a settlement. A few other high-power people are in this class action. Of course, Tom Brady, Giselle, Kevin O'Leary, Shaq. I want to see if Kevin O'Leary settles. That's going to be the one to see, because if anybody who could fight it back if he wants would be him. So that's what I'm kind of interested in seeing. The talent management company behind the promotion of FTX Creators Agency is also naming the lawsuit. So again, a lot of people would want to settle. But this is what I do not like to see, is that, again, people are upset that they lost money. They just want their money back. This is why more regulation is coming. This is why more politicians are getting involved, is because people can't adult themselves. They can't literally adult themselves. Oh my God. I listened to an NFL quarterback, a retired basketball center. Who else do we have on here? Like tennis star. I'm listening to sports stars tell me about finance and technology, and they were wrong. And I'm mad. I want my money back. I don't want to take any accountability. Like, literally, I hate to sound like this, but this is what's wrong with America. I listened to sports stars about technology and finance, and they were wrong. And now I don't want to take accountability. I want the government to help me get my money back. That's participation award America, which we turn into. We need to get the fuck away from that. That's participation award America. I only like MVP of America. I only like you either as a winner or a loser America. I don't like this participation award. I listen to sports stars tell me about finance and technology, and they're wrong, and now I want my money back. Shame, shame. And these people vote. These people are parents. These people are adults. This is crazy to me. If that's the case, Trevor Lawrence should get your vote and all your money. Shaq should get your vote and all your money, and so on and so forth. You can see here they're saying, though FTX paid defendants handsomely to push his brand and encourage their followers to invest, defendants did not disclose the nature and scope of their sponsorships and or endorsement deals, payments, and compensation, non-conduct adequate of any due diligence. All right, maybe that's ethically wrong. But again, why would out the blue, stars in their respective professions talk to you about something that's not in their respective profession? You don't think they're getting paid at all. They just woke up and all of a sudden everybody woke up and 20 different multimillionaires and billionaires of the same industry, celebrity status, just came out and said, hey guys, check out FTX. And none of them were getting paid, you all thought. Like this is the participation. This is a participation war. I'm not gonna waste my time on it. They're not smart, intelligent people, even though they walk amongst us, and there's a lot of them. I'm not gonna waste my time on them. I hope these people listen, I hope the simulation doesn't work for them. I'll just say that. I hope the files get corrupted and the simulation starts to freeze up for them. It's ridiculous. All right, last but not least, I got to run today. Mark Cuban's in the news. That's right. The other crypto genius. Mark Cuban confirmed he was hacked for $870,000 in hot wallet, but doesn't know how. I'm not mad at him. For him, that $870 is probably or 870,000 is probably $870 for us that we keep in our hot wallets. So I'm not mad at Mark Cuban. He's probably like, oh, I don't know how it happened, but I forgot it was even there. Nearly $900,000 worth of crypto was reportedly drained from one of the hot wallets belonging to billionaire investor and Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban. I wonder how they make these stories. Like, is he out here telling people about it? Are they following him? Okay. Independent blockchain sleuth Wise was the first to spot the hack on September 15th at around 8 p.m. UTC after they highlighted suspicious behavior with one of Cuban's wallets that the 65-year-old hadn't interacted with for roughly 5 months. My man got a hot wallet with 900K on it that he ain't even touched for 5 months. Woo! Okay, Mark. Mark must be good to be a billionaire. He was like, man, I forgot about that shit. That's why I got hacked. Possibly he's been drained. You can see this wallet here that it's alleged to be Mark Cuban's, which may have possibly been drained as well. Looking at the history on Etherscan, several batches of assets such as USD Coin, Tether, and Lido Stake Ether were suddenly withdrawn from the wallet within a 10-minute window. Adding complexity to the matter, another $2 million worth of USDC was then also withdrawn since a different wallet, leading wallets to suspect that Cuban may have just been moving assets around. However, a few hours later, Cuban confirmed to DL News that he had gone on MetaMask for the first time in months and vaguely suggested that a hacker or hackers may have been watching and waiting for a moment to pounce. He added that he transferred any remaining assets to Coinbase custody, essentially confirming that the $2 million USDC transaction was him. And this is where it gets interesting to me because it's like, again, this is supposed to be a self-proclaimed, he knows everything about crypto now. He couldn't stop talking about crypto the last year or two, even though once again, the bear cycle, he's quiet like most of them. But this guy is giving Coinbase his money to custody because he can't even control his own private keys. Wow. This is the person that told you to buy Dogecoin to $1 as well, if I remember correctly. You got to love it. In terms of the hack, members of the community were quick to point out that as opposed to hackers watching Cuban's activity, he must have done something that led to the security breach. Some suggested that Cuban may have mistakenly signed a malicious transaction, while others asserted that his private key was compromised, given that the funds were directly transferred out of the wallet. Or last but not least, maybe my man's, hey, 900K, nice little tax write-off, one of these little businesses, who knows? But one thing is known for sure, everyone can get it, Mark Cuban included apparently. And I would say hopefully he's back in the lab right now studying and learning more about crypto instead of telling you all to buy that Dogecoin to $1. Other than that, that is the show for today. I have to run. Make sure you smash that like and share, and I will see you all tomorrow with some more crypto news.